It's time for the absolutely... I'm on my way! Completely! I'm almost there! Random! Why are there so many stairs? Podcast! Oh, jeez! With Andrew Rhodes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the absolutely completely random podcast for Saturday, October 16th, 2021. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'm your host. I've had the week from hell, and I am still here, scarred, marred, and contemplating why I've continued to let my life go down the shitter, but nonetheless, I'm still here. And what am I going to talk about this week? Shadowverse. Yes, that's right, Shadowverse. I talked about this before. This was the one anime I talked about. This would have been like last year, I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's getting another season, or at least another anime. I'm all for this. Any new card-based anime, I'm all for. There's not a lot of them, and I'm all for it. Hey, did you know that HunterXHunter, the 2011 remake that was actually really good and definitely a massive upgrade from the 1999 version, which is also good? Did you know it's celebrating 10 years with new art? It is, and it's actually pretty cool. Yay! So that's actually pretty interesting. If you want to play those N64 games for your Switch online, you're going to want to have to double up that money. It's time to double down because Nintendo's going to your wallet right in the ass. And not in a good way. Now, I'm a fan of Kiki's Delivery Service, and I specifically like Jiji the cat, voiced by the late Phil Hartman. May he rest in peace. So, obviously, this one definitely gets my attention. There is apparently a look-alike. A Jiji Look-Alike that is getting a Japanese fan base. And, yeah. Oh yeah. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. Did I say it was cool? Because it's cool. And if you've ever seen Doraemon, you should know about the Anywhere Door. Well, tourists are flocking to a park with the Anywhere Door. Yeah, I'll explain that, don't worry. But all this and more this week on the absolutely, completely random podcast. But hey, before I get into this any further, you know the song and dance by now, I'm sure you do. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Large amount of stuff for sale. In fact, I'm going to be getting pictures. I finally have a chance to get pictures for the upcoming stuff this week because the electric's getting fixed. So I won't have any power. So I'll be able to use the natural light, and I'll actually have time, because I won't be able to go online. I'll actually have a chance to get pictures for the first time in months. I'm actually looking forward to this. Does it show that I'm giddy? I'm actually looking forward to this. Yay! Yes. So, ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Wide variety of stuff for sale. Come check me out. One person's trash is always another person's treasure. Don't forget the holidays are right around the corner. You never know when something might come up. I mean, come on. You might need to get somebody a gift and you don't know what to get them. Well, don't worry about it. We got you covered. At least I got you covered because I'm a one-person operation. Sure, my mom helps from time to time, but I started my eBay page and I'm going to go out with my eBay page. Probably. But anyway. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. Come check me out. While you're out there surfing the information superhighway, take the off-ramp into Social Media City and come hang out with me in Twitterville. That's right. I'm over on Twitter at OTakerRhodes. That's the @ symbol, capital O-T-A-K-U, capital R-H-O-A-D-S. And yes, I just spelled that out on the frickin' desk. And while you're also in there, come check out the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. And don't forget to check out the Ko-fi page I do have. I did not update it in a while, so I have to really get around to updating that, but it's been a long week. You're going to find out why in a few minutes. But, yeah, I got a Ko-fi page. Got a lot of stuff going on. Hopefully I can get stuff picking up here because I'm probably going to need it. and I'll explain why. But either way, yeah. See here, plugged eBay, plug Twitter, plug Facebook. Oh yes, like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you can be made aware of when new videos drop right here on the Web Designer 18 YouTube channel. Alright, so how did my week go? Well, if you can tell from my voice, I still have a cold, which is fun. Otherwise, yeah, my week was a total fucking shit show. So, work is now becoming a massive pain. Now, here's the thing, and I want to say this, is I don't want people to just go, oh, you're just pissed off because the old manager left. No, I was going into this week with a mindset of things are going to be different. I'm going to have to adjust. Because, and that's what I was going into this week with. I was going into this week with this mindset. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. I can do this. Well, yeah, this week was a total fucking shit show. So, they're screwing with my schedule now. I liked my early morning freight. I didn't have to be there when the store was open. I didn't have to deal with the customers. I'm not a people person. I mean, YouTube doesn't really count. If I would do Twitch, that doesn't really count because I'm not dealing directly with you face to face. I'm dealing with you more. You see me, I don't see you. I'm like the Jumbotron that you can interact with via messages if it be like on Twitch or streaming. And with YouTube, it's you just hear me or you occasionally see me, but you and I aren't in the same room with one another. Because apparently, I have an aura that offends people, scares people, terrifies people. And I've heard this my entire life. Because people are scared of the big guy. And I'm a big guy. So, this week has sucked. So, Wednesday, I get a call Tuesday night. And I had a headache. Because my allergies have just been kicking my ass. I had a headache. So, I conked out. I think it was like 6:30 they called, like 6:30, 6:32 they called. I was already out like a light. Because I put my head down on my pillow, all of a sudden my brain's like, hey, oh yeah, no, I'm not getting up. Fuck it. And I just like conked out. And I woke up, it was like 2:30. I was like, oh, that was a good sleep. And I look at my phone to see what time it is, and it's like, you have a voicemail. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Here I'm thinking they're telling me I don't got to show up. I'm like, oh, well, that'd be nice. No. Can you work 7 to 11:30? Because we're short-staffed and nobody can do the 5 a.m. shift. They don't know why I'm doing the 5 a.m. shift. So I'm like, oh, yeah, this is just fucking great. So I go there. Now, I'm used to getting up at 2:30 in the morning. My body's used to getting up at 2:30 in the morning. Like anywhere between 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning, my body's used to getting up. So I get up, I, wash up, I take care of the stuff on my tablet and check my email, and then I head out. Now I don't got to be there now till 7 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm just going to take a nap then. I'll just, take a nap in the car. Oh, yeah. So the acting manager shows up and is a little perturbed that I'm in the parking lot already. And it's like 6:30 in the morning. Or like going on, it's like, no, hold on. No, it's 6:15. Because she's a little perturbed. Because she was expecting me to not be there till 7 exactly. 7 a.m. For those of you that don't know me, I'm very, very, very seldomly late. I think in my entire life I have been late for 2 things. One of them was a job interview, but that was because the car broke down and I had to wait for my mom to come pick me up to take me to the interview and then go back to try to get the car started. Yeah, that was one. The other time, what the fuck was it? Oh, the other time was because of traffic. And that was me trying to get up because I had to be at work. That was when I had to be at work the one day. And I was literally late by like a minute. And technically I was called in because I said I'll be there in about 20 minutes. And it was like 22 minutes later. And the manager's like, that's fine. I figured there was probably traffic. You might hit a couple red lights. And I saw you out at the intersection. I could see you from the door at the intersection, so that's fine. So, those are really the only 2 times in my life that I've ever been late. Okay? So, I'm there, 5 o'clock. I'm like, all right, I won't be here until 7. I'll take a nap. Oh my God, did that piss her off. Because I saw her walk in. I'm like, okay, let me call the phone and say, hey, I'm out here in the parking lot. Can I come in a while? No, here she goes in because she wants to run to the bank quick at 6:15 in the morning. I'm like, all right, whatever. So she goes and she's like, can I help you? I said, yeah, I'm Andrew. Was told to come in here at 7. She goes, oh, well, I just got to run to the bank. I'll be right back. That was the start of, I should have already suspected things were not going to go well. And that was just Wednesday. I worked till 11:30, had to get a couple of things to pay some bills. Then I come back home. Now, I already couldn't get my lunch on Wednesday because I was going to be working too late, and I was already a little annoyed. So then I come back home, and I'm like, all right, fine. It's now 12 o'clock. I felt completely fucked up time-wise. I'm like, you know what? I'm looking forward to Thursday. I had some stuff I wanted to get done Thursday morning. I'm like, this is going to be good. I'm just going to make up my lost time Thursday. It's going to be perfect. I am not halfway up the steps to my room. Not even halfway up. I think I got maybe 5 steps up. And it's like 10 to 12 steps. I got like 5 steps up. My phone starts ringing. And I have a particular ringtone for work. I had it on my old phone and I have it on my new phone. I have a particular ringtone for work. And I hear it go off and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. Here I'm thinking they're telling me, okay, you don't got to come in Friday. We're canceling the truck for Friday. We're going to work the stuff out over the weekend. No. Can you come in Thursday morning? We need to get this stuff done before the truck shows up. Well, Thursday morning was a waste of fucking time. Because, and then first off, and I got there again, 5 fucking a.m., because I'm used to it. This time I was met with acting manager number 2. This is the subordinate to the one that I interacted with on Wednesday. So she's like, oh, well, you can come on in a while. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, this works. We can get this done a little faster. And I can get going because my mom needs the car because it's Thursday. Thursday's grocery day. It's the easiest day. She doesn't have to deal with a lot of the, people down there. It's a little more on the shelves. Thursday's grocery day. Well, how long can you stay till? I can give you till 10. Mom needs the car. They're a little annoyed that I only have 1 car. And it's like, no, this isn't going to work. Yeah, you're right. This really isn't going to work because I'm starting to get annoyed. So that was Thursday. Now, I'm expecting a phone call. By the way, we only got through maybe 1 skid and ended up getting 6 more, bringing us 10. It's like, that was a waste of my goddamn... That was a waste of time. So... That's Thursday. Now, I'm expecting a phone call Thursday saying, hey, show up at 7. Nothing. No phone call. No message. No nothing. I'm supposed to figure this out. So I show up again at 5 thinking, okay, well, maybe they changed something around and one of them can be here at 5 a.m. and I can be done at 10. Or I can be done at 9:30. This will work out good. So I stopped, got myself, some money so I could get lunch. And nobody told me when I was supposed to end work. So I want to make that very clear. So they gave me an open out yesterday. And I want to stress that. So I get there, it was 6:30 in the morning. The acting manager number 3 shows up. Now I've worked with this one before. I have no issue with this one. And she shows up and she's like, oh yeah, you can come on in a while. We'll get started a while. And I'm like, cool. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, they have a schedule up for next week because they can't get into the stupid system to update it online. They have to print it out again. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, come on. 7:30 to 12. And the best part is that I have now been told I cannot be in that parking lot until 15 minutes before my shift starts. And this was all the last 3 days. So I came home and I gave my mom the update, and she was livid, for starters. I mean, I live 15 minutes away. I live 15 miles away, not 15. I live 15 miles away from work. I was fine with the 5 a.m. shift because that lets me get there before the traffic gets out on the roadway. When the store reopened after COVID, it worked out well coming in there at 8 because there wasn't any traffic yet. No, 7:30, I have to be there at 7:30, so I cannot be in that parking lot until 7:15. But yet, the store manager, the acting one, will be there at 7 a.m. Because she wants to be there and have half an hour to get her stuff done without an interruption. You can still do that. Just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll work on that. No. You got to hold my hand, apparently. I've been there for 5 years. So I'm contemplating leaving my job. I am looking online for other things. I am going to try to work on like some subscription things for here because I do like doing YouTube. And if I'm going to say this right here, right now, if I have more time to do it, I can make better videos. I can do like daily uploads if I had more time. I'm not even joking on that. So I'm looking into like work from home jobs. I'm looking into some passive income ideas. I'm looking into some other stuff. Just, I want to get the fuck out of that job. Because, and I said this on Wednesday, I can see it. I can see the end. And it's like a gigantic fire. And I mean like metaphorically. And I'm watching. It's like I'm on the outside looking in, and I am watching them just chucking water onto this, and it's not doing anything. And I'm just like on the outside looking in. And I'm like, no. And then with scheduling next week and everything else, I'm like, no, I'm done. I can't. And I went into this, like I said, I went into this week with the mindset of, it's going to be a different week. It's going to be completely different. New managers, temporary managers. It's going to be different until everything settles. Don't even ask me, can you work till 12? The acting manager wants me on a register because you need to do register. I don't see why you can't do register. My guess is she's trying to fast track my ass for management because then I can just be up there then. I could be one of the managers and I could just be up there then. And then she won't have to come up there. I have to be one less person to deal with it. I don't want that responsibility because I've seen how they're treated. I don't want that. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm done. Mentally, I'm done. I can't anymore. So that's been my week. One gigantic nightmare after another. And especially the last 3 days of hell. And this is the first time I get to relax. And knowing my luck, I'm going to get called in either today or next week. Because there's like 4 shifts next week they can't find anybody to cover. And knowing my luck, it's going to be a phone call. I need you to come in. I can't come in. I need you to come in. I can't come in. No, because there's no... You can't just say no. Sorry, I had to blow this. You can't just say no because then she gets a little annoyed. Yeah, well, I'm a little annoyed that you're asking. I said I'm not available on the weekends. I specified that. When she asked me on Wednesday, I specified when I'm not available unless something changes. And then I explained it again with the one that I had forgotten because my mind wasn't working right on Wednesday. I explained, yeah, I can't do that. And I said it again yesterday. But it's like, no. Nope, no. So, yeah, I think my time is soon done at work. So, that's going to be fun. But, that's my problem. I'm hoping I can do other stuff. I mean, I wouldn't mind streaming games, like me playing games, streaming me talking. I don't care. I'll fucking do something else if I have to. I will find some other way to make fucking money because I'm just done. I've been there for 5 years and I feel like I've been treated like shit. But, yeah. So, that's been my week. Let me know how your weeks went. But yeah, I'm checking out, guys. Mentally with that place, I'm checking out. It's not good. Alright, so let's talk about Shadowverse. First off, I love trading card based anime series. Okay, I don't care if there's a physical card game attached with it, if it's just a made up one for the series itself. I love card based anime series. Yu-Gi-Oh, Duel Masters, Battle Spirits, Burning Souls. Well, hell, Battle Spirits in general. I mean, I started to like the original, but Burning Souls is a lot better. Card Fight Vanguard, Future Card Buddy Fight up until Season 3. But, actually, I would say up until the second half of Season 2, to be honest with you. Because the second half of Season 2 felt more of a RPG than it did an actual, quote, the devil, card game story-wise. It felt more of a fucking RPG, and it was a bad RPG. But, yeah. But the card battling action of the Shadowverse anime, which is inspired by CY Games' video game series of the same name, is coming back for more. The official website announced that production on the new TV anime Shadowverse F Flame is now underway, with more information such as its broadcast timing to be revealed at a later date. But you get a new teaser visual, and oh man, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about that too yet this week. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But this time around though, Shadowverse F follows the new protagonist Light Tenryu. Tenryu, I guess. Here's what the official website has to say about him. As protagonist, Tenryu Light and his friends glow through Shadowverse. Wow, glow through Shadowverse. Okay, you should be able to discover new charms of Shadowverse. Also, how will Dragoneel, a new partner, digital friend, Digifire, seriously? Or Digifree, okay, who newly joins this new series, be involved in Light and the story? First off, I like how they use Google Translate, because that's Google Translate. Ladies and gentlemen, Google Translate. Thank you, Google Translate. Stop payment on that check. Thank you, Google Translate. Yeah. But we got the Kichiro Kawaguchi from Dropout. Idol Fruit Tart is directing the new Shadowverse anime, with Rintaro Isozaki and Deko Ako. I do apologize if I mispronounce any of those. On series composition. We got character designs and by Daki Harada and ZEXCS on animation production. So this is going to be cool. The first Shadowverse anime aired from April 2020 to March of 2021 for a total of 51 episodes. Now, I did remember talking about this because I said that was kind of interesting then, and I still stand by that. Here's what Crunchyroll had to say about the series. The hottest battle is about to begin while attending Tensei Academy. Hiro Rugasaki ends up acquiring a mysterious smartphone. It comes installed with a popular card game, Shadowverse. Meeting new rivals, facing major tournaments, forging bonds with friends, Shadowverse leads Hiro to all sorts of experiences, all that serve to evolve him. Yes, and I did not watch it, but it is on my goddamn list to watch. And like I said, I am a sucker for card-based anime series. Like I said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters, Card Fight Vanguard, Future Card Buddy Fight, up to the second half of Season 2. Because, well, Season 3 was a shit show. So definitely up until at least the second half of Season 2. Because that's where I kind of already felt it going off. But Season 3 lost me completely. I was only like 3 episodes into that, and I dusted my hands and said, I'm done. But I love card-based series. I do. I always have. I always will. When I watched Battle Spirits Burning Souls, that made me get right back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched Card Fight Vanguard, right back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. And I'm like, I love card-based anime series. They're always fun for me. I never find them boring, because they always seem to find some way of balancing the annoying with the impressive. So, like, you have annoying, like, gimmicks that the cards work with. But at the same time, the anime finds a way to make it work where you're not pissing and moaning about it. Like, oh, Final Impact from Future Card Buddy Fight. Yeah, not exactly a bothersome deal. I honestly, I'm like, yeah, it doesn't bother me. Okay, it's kind of stupid, but it's interesting because it builds to the tension for some of the events. And I like how they did like a spin with the dark version of Jack Atlas. Or no, was it? Or no, it was Jack something or other. Or whatever the hell the kid's name was. I can't even think of it anymore. Where, yeah, shit, I can't even think of the kid's name anymore. Well, anyway, he ended up going to the dark side a bit, and he used a reverse Final Impact card. And it's like, that just like, okay, Final Impact. It's like, that's what was used all the time, where you could just take him out normally, a Final Impact. It almost felt like a Kamen Rider move, like, Final Drive. And then when you have the reverse Final Impact, you're like, whoa, what the hell? Everything just took a massive shift up here. Okay. And then it got real interesting real fast. But yeah, I love card-based anime series. They're always one of my pet peeve favorites. I will defend them till hell freezes over unless they purposely fuck up like Buddy Fight did. Then I'll throw you to the wolves myself. It's like, no, this season's fine. This season stays here. No, this half stays here too. The rest of you, you can, the second half can just border on the edge there, but the rest of you jump off the cliff. No, I'm not dealing with you. Get off. The wolves down there are hungry. They want food. Get off. That's how I feel. But yeah, love. I saw the trailer for this. I was like, I love this thing. This looks really interesting. So definitely, if you get a chance, check it out. Highly recommend it. Please check it out. It looks really cool. I love it. I think it's great. All I gotta say about it. I mean, it's just it's freaking cool. All right, so let's talk about some HunterXHunter. There's another anime series that I love, HunterXHunter, and this is the kicker: is that I slept on this one. I watched one episode of it when I watched one of the Neo Toonami streams, when I was having like a really bad day, and I'm like, okay, and I'm watching a Neo Toonami stream, and I'm like, all right, and I'm like, oh, okay, so all this is the kid's, searching for his friend. He's like a little whiny kid, and he's just searching for his friend. And I came in at the end of the Hunter exam arc, okay? And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not interested. This looks stupid and idiotic. Then I watched the 1999 version. Well, first I ended up seeing the battle of Krullo Lucifer taking on the two eldest of the Zoldyck family. Basically, Grandpa and the old man. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, what the hell is this? And all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, this is HunterXHunter. I was watching it. What the fuck was it on? I think it was Pluto. It was on Pluto because I was watching Pluto that day on the TV. And I was like, oh my god, this is HunterXHunter? I'm like, what the fuck was I sleeping on this for? This is amazing. Then that got me to rewatch. I ended up watching the 1999 version because somebody had it up on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, this is good. And then I started rewatching some of the 2011 version that I could find, and I'm like, whoa, I found my new friend. I found my new anime friend here. It's HunterXHunter. And I fell in love with it. And it's like, I will admit, I slept on it. And it bugs me that I slept on this one. I shouldn't have slept on it. But there was a 1999 version and a 2011 remake, which I'm not going to lie about this. The 99 version was good. The 2011 version definitely upped the art style. It made it a little brighter. It didn't look as grainy as the 99 version did. And they actually gave Greed Island its own arc and not an OVA like the 99 version did. Because in the 99 version, Greed Island was the end of the series. That was it. In the 2011 version, we got Greed Island, and then we went right into the arc that I don't like, that others did, was the Chimera Ant arc. And the reason why I don't like the Chimera Ant arc in HunterXHunter is because it's basically like Oprah passing out the Pontiacs. You get an N ability, and you get an N ability, and you get an N ability, and everybody's getting N abilities, when this was supposed to be like the super secret thing that only the hunters could have, or occasional ones that figured it out on their own. and could use it to help people, either by making stuff or by protecting people. And now it's like, you're getting an N ability, and you're getting an N ability, and you're getting an N ability, and you have this convoluted plot about these, ants that are taking over in this massive story arc that just made no fucking sense whatsoever. You have the whole NGL region, the Neo. What the hell? How the hell was that pronounced again? That was the NGL. Hunter, hold on. NGL. I can't remember what the hell the name of that was. I think it was something. Okay, the Neo Green Life Autonomous Region, or NGL. That's what it was. I just remember it was NGL. They just kept abbreviating it, and I was like, thank God they're abbreviating it. But it's the Neo Green Life Autonomous Region, or NG. It should be the NGLAR. But it's NGL, or Neo Green Life Autonomous Region. Basically, no. What was it that you couldn't have in this? They reject any form of modern technology. So basically, think of it like Amish country, farmland, old school stuff. No modern technology. They prevent anything created from synthetic materials from entering their country. So no plastics, no metals that were made outside. No, none of that shit. And yeah, that that basically didn't go over very well. But yes, the Neo Green Life Autonomous Region. I knew I was going to remember what it was. I just had to look it up. But anyway, it's been 10 years since the 2011 version of HunterXHunter dropped. Well, no duh, it's 2021, so 10 years. But this thing is so cool. To mark the occasion, though, anime character designer Takahiro Yoshimatsu whipped up a new illustration. And Gon Freaks and Killua Zoldyck, their VAs, shared congratulatory messages. So the illustration is actually pretty cool. You have Gon and Killua kind of using Nen to make a 1 and a 0 respectively. And in it you have pretty much the 5 main characters of HunterXHunter. You have, I am going to butcher this. I know it, but, oh god, I gotta remember what the hell this guy's name is. Okay, so we have Leoriel, Karapika, Gon, Killua. What the fuck was the clown's name? Shit. Come on, damn it. He wanted to fight Crollo Lucifer so badly. Hisoka. That's it. Hisoka. I actually had to think there. It is Hisoka, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, that's actually not bad. But then you have the voice actors that had their own like congratulatory messages, which is really cool. So Gon's voice actor was like, "It was my beginning and it will always be my starting point. It's been 10 years since I was allowed to stand at that starting point. A hunter has given me many encounters and invaluable things in life. It is all thanks to It is thanks to all of you that this series is continuing to develop in this way. I'd like to say thank you and congratulations to everything so far." And the voice actor for Killua, and by the way, these are the Japanese ones, said, I've been able to live my life as a voice actor thanks to my encounter with HunterXHunter. When I was 14 years old, to think that a girl who was just a fan of Killua would end up playing the role of Killua 10 years later, at the age of 24. What a dreamy story, laughs. Another 10 years from then, I hope this series will continue to be loved for many years to come. And congratulations on its 10th anniversary. Yeah, first off, congratulations on that. This is a series, beautiful series, by the way. You can get, I did the review of the Hunter licenses. You can get, somebody made like some PVC Hunter licenses. I did a review on those. They're really cool. But yeah. But prior to Madhouse's 2011 anime, HunterXHunter was adapted by Studio Dean in a series that ran from 1999 to 2001. And then a 3-arc OVA by Nippon Animation from 2002 to 2004. That was basically the Greed Island, which pissed me off. It was all of Greed Island. They broke it up into 3 arcs, but it was all of Greed Island. Literally, all of Greed Island. I like Greed Island. That's one of my favorite arcs of this. I'm not a fan of York New City arc, but I'll put up with it because it does help the story. But the Chimera Ant arc is where I draw the fucking line, because it just got idiotic fast. And I felt like the writer just put themselves into like a massive box, and they put themselves into a corner with the whole Nen ability and, you know, all this other stuff. They had to find a way to MacGuffin Kite back, and yeah, it wasn't fun. But either way, it was still interesting. But I still like it. I still like HunterXHunter. But I do like the Rescue Gon/Election arc. I think that is pretty cool, because that's the one where you kind of get the whole series is Gon trying to find himself, Gon becoming, you know, sharing his, you know, self out with the world, and befriending Killua and kind of bringing him out of his, like, what his family wants him to be. And he was introduced to Gon, and all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, I can actually have a friend. And him and Killua, let's think, let me put it this way, because there was somebody that had a thing up on Twitter that if Gon and Killua were in Squid Game, just imagine those two in Squid Game, and I'm thinking to myself, nobody would survive that. Those two would be winning, and it would literally be down to which one of these two could end up dying, and I guarantee you Killua would just found the person in charge of the whole damn thing and just took them down. They would have took the money and ran. That would have been the end of that. But love this series. But the Rescue Gon arc and the Election arc, to me, kind of felt like the wrapping up of the Killua story, because he rescued Alika, got her out of the house, got her away from the other Zoldycks, took down, got her to no longer have her other ability, and was going to protect her for the rest of his life. That was the end of it. And in all honesty, it was adorable. It really was. I enjoyed it. Because at that point, it's like, yep, not an issue. I mean, yes, we ended up having to see the end of a couple good characters in that. And for the most part, Gon was basically, comatose, covered in massive, horrible Nen because of his own actions at the end of the Chimera Ant arc. But the fact that this was basically Killua, Gon pulled me out of my, private hell. He gave me, a friend. He gave me something that I have always wanted, a friend. And he enjoyed that. You could see, especially in the Heaven's Arena arc, you could see that Killua was enjoying being Gon's friend. It's like, look, I have somebody I can pal around with. I have somebody I can talk with. I got somebody around the same age as me that isn't afraid of me. They're not after me for my family's namesake. They're not after me to kill me for my family's, stake in the money and shit like that. He actually just likes being my friend. I enjoy this. I'm not going to pass this up. I'm not going to give this up. And that's what you got. And I'm like, I love this series for that. But anyway, this is how it's described when Crunchyroll began streaming it. By the way, you can actually pull up all of HunterXHunter on Tubi, by the way. So if you really want to watch this, but you don't want to watch it on Crunchyroll, Tubi does have it. Go for the Tubi and watch it on Tubi. It's worth your time. Especially the Chimera, I don't want to say the Chimera Ant arc, but definitely Greed Island, because Greed Island brings this thing whole. Because you had Wing was their first mentor and Nen, but oh god, if I gotta pick a favorite character out of this next to Gon and Killua, Biscuit Kruger, Bisky, yep, she gets my next one. Holy crap, the Gon and Killua are my top 2 favorites in this, hands down. But what you're talking about, my third favorite character, Biscuit Kruger, she's psycho and at the same time sweet. It's like, oh, well, I'll be really nice to you, but then I can just go full psycho and just take your head right off if I want to. I'm not even going to lie about it. I'm like, oh, yeah, nope, I'm good. But yeah, but here's how the anime is described, though. Gon, a young boy who lives on Whale Island, dreams of becoming a hunter like his father, who left when Gon was still young. That's literally it. But hopefully we'll get some more stuff about this. Hopefully we'll get, I would love But I know it's not possible because Gon lost his Nen ability. He had to give that up in order to beat, what the hell was the character's name? Pitaru, I think it was? Or Pito or whatever, the ant, the Chimera ant that he ended up royally just trashing. Yeah, but I do like a lot of the theories that people had that, hey, he might be able to get his Nen ability back, or there might be another, like, level of Nen he might be able to achieve that's not Nen, but can only be achieved by somebody that has no Nen. Which would be really cool to see. Because, come on, you cannot just throw this character away. I mean, you got Killua, for God's sake. Killua is he basically was like, I will, protect Gon when they were dealing with trying to get into NGL to be with the assault team and failed. And he's like, 2 days and then Gon's on his own. And then he's like, no, I can't do this to him. He's too good of a friend to me. And yeah, it was just way too great of a series. You just can't throw the guy down like that. Come on. Hopefully we get more. I have not read the manga, so there might be more in the manga. I don't know. I'm trying to not watch a lot of those manga spoiler videos for this, just in case they do come out with like an OVA or a second part to this. Like, here's like the Dark Continent, movie or something. I don't know. Or it'd be really cool if we get like HunterXHunter 2022. Which actually would be pretty cool because you figure 2011, that'd be really cool. HunterXHunter 2022, and then that's like the Dark Continent arc. It's like all the Dark Continent shit from the manga. That would be really cool to get something like that. But I don't know. Hopefully we'll get something cool. But 10 years, damn. 10 years and still going strong. Love HunterXHunter. It is a really good series. Just wholeheartedly, my God, it's just fucking amazing. Alright, so this is gonna be fun. So I guess Nintendo, in an effort to make as much money as they possibly can because they want to be richer than God, or richer than, I guess, whatever the video game deity is that they're pissing off and flipping the bird to. So in September, they announced that they would make N64 games available as part of its Nintendo Switch Online service. Now, first off, emulators for these games have already been existing now for years. And in fact, a lot of people have gotten under hot water, especially the emulator community, after Metroid Dread was shown on a Switch emulator. And I want to first off go out here and say, don't throw an entire group of people under the bus because of the actions of one group of people. That's horrifying to start off with. That's like chucking out an entire basket of apples because one apple was rotten. The other ones might be fine, just that one apple was bad. The other ones could be fine. Let's check a couple more and double check. But the other side of this coin is, I'm wondering if the emulator was basically the development one. Because a lot of games like this, they'll create an emulator for it to test it so that it's not like massively screwing up their computer systems and stuff like that, to test drive it to make sure that it functions. Because they don't want to put it onto like a disc or a card, stick it into the system and have the system brick up. That's a waste of a system then. Whereas here, let me try it on an emulator. If it works on the emulator, which is emulating the hardware that we have inside the system, that could tell you whether or not this will work or not. And if it's running good on that, then it'll run really good on this. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe some of what was going on was that, but I don't know. But anyway, at the time though, Nintendo withheld the pricing info, leading some to speculate about how steep it could possibly be. But we now have our answer. Yes. The Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, official name by the way, will run you $50 a year. Say what? Yeah, $50 a year or $80 if you opt for the family bundle. If I opt for the family bundle, it's $80 a year or $50 a year. Dear Nintendo, I know you can't see this, but I'm flipping you the bird. That's steep as fuck, man. Nintendo Switch Online typically costs $4 a month or $20 a year. It allows you to play multiplayer Switch games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with others via the internet. What's more, subscribers also get access to a library of more than 100 classic NES and SNES games. But starting October 25th, you'll be able to upgrade to a premium version of Switch Online that includes N64 games and Sega Genesis games in the library for $50. You get access for a year. You also get access to Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Parade or Happy Home Paradise DLC. Yep, y'all coming back now, you hear? The $80 family plan, meanwhile, grants a year of access to you and up to 7 other Nintendo accounts. And you wonder why I stopped playing Pokemon when the 3DS games came out. Because everybody's up for you need an account so we can subscribe so that we can charge you per month. Welcome to the new age of gaming. Whereas classic gaming, where you just play the game, you buy it one time, you play it, you have fun, you talk about it, you make videos of it, those days are dead apparently. No. It's all about the subscriptions and the DLC, and the paid DLC. I should say the paid DLC. That's all gaming is anymore. Who has the bigger wallet? Yeah, that's always fun. At the moment, though, there is no pricing info for the 1 month or 3 month membership like those available with the standard Switch Online membership, and it's unclear whether or not Nintendo will add them into the future. Nintendo did not immediately respond to a request from Kotaku, though, but yeah, you know how that song and dance usually goes. But 9 N64 games are going to be available at launch. They include Dr. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Mario Tennis, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Win Back Covert Operations, and Yoshi's Story. All of which you can get emulators for and play on your computer at home and not have to pay Nintendo. But of course, Nintendo doesn't like that. Hell, a lot of people still just have the fucking cartridges from these because those cartridges, for some reason, managed to survive, yet the Game Boy Advance cartridges don't. Go figure on that one. The Sega Genesis offerings are a bit deeper, though, featuring 14 games, including Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the hilariously named Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and Strider. Yeah. Let me see what you can actually pull up the whole list. Oh, Lord, this is going to be fun. But Nintendo is also selling special Switch controllers modeled after the original Genesis and N64 gamepads. And they're $50 a pop. Interestingly, though, while original N64 controllers require a rumble pack accessory to generate force feedback vibration, Nintendo's pre-order page of the N64 controller confirms that it comes with this function built in. I doubt it. Taking bets, how much will the rumored Game Boy or Game Boy Colored expansion packs cost? I'm guessing at least $70 to $100. And that's pathetic because you can literally... There are people that have been downloading those ROMs for that for fucking years. And playing them because... You know how big those files are, by the way? They're like... One of those cartridges... Okay, a Game Boy Color cartridge, that's like 20 megabytes. I shit you not. I actually looked at it, it's like 20 megabytes. And they're charging $30 for that. Do you see how they made the money for years? Do you see how they made the money? They made the money for years on that. Oh, come on. Where is it? Where's the list? Okay, included games. And I get no list. What the hell? Oh, here we go. Okay. So we get Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Streets of Rage 2. Echo the Dolphin. Castlevania Bloodlines. Golden Axe. Strider. Contra Hardcore. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Gunstar Heroes. That's it? I thought it was 14 games. That's only 9. That's only 9! Okay, here we go, down here on the bottom. Okay, so Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Echo the Dolphin, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Musha, Phantasy Star 4, The End of the Millennium, Restar, Shining Force, Shinobi 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Streets of Rage 2, and Strider. Yep. All courtesy of Nintendo, screwing your wallet and taking your money. Because that's what they do. Because they're Nintendo. They're the Disney of video games. Oh, that's just adorable, isn't it? Yep, but that's true. That's what's happening. So, if you want to get one of these things, you gotta piss out the money and, no. In my opinion, go the emulator route. Tell Nintendo to go shove it. Because I guarantee you there are people that do emulators out there that are gonna look at Nintendo and go, hey, assholes! Unless you're popping those bitches up in 4K, they ain't gonna pay when they can get it for free over here. It's like the drug dealer mentality again. Hey, look. No. Don't buy their crack. Their crack's illegal. Mine's legal. Mine's beautiful over here. It's wonderful, fresh stuff over. No, you don't buy. It's literally what this is. This is gonna be basically the two drug dealers on opposite sides of the street. And the ones like, no, don't buy from them. No, buy from us. Ours is free. Theirs will cost you double the money. Yeah. I can see the emulator community laughing hysterically right now. And in all honesty, I can chuckle along with them because I think this is funny as hell. I really do. Okay, so now if anybody's anyone, you obviously know of Kiki's Delivery Service. And honestly, it's one of my favorite Studio Ghibli films. It is one of my top 3 favorites. There's Ponyo, there's Spirited Away, and there's Kiki's Delivery Service. Those are my 3 top favorites. And of course, Kiki's Delivery Service was like one of the first ones. And yes, I did see the Disney dub of it. I don't care. I loved it. I always loved it. So, the Japanese website Grape recently published a whole article about a black cat named Jinx. While Japan is known for its love of cats, this article didn't just happen because the cat is cute. I mean, most kittens and cats usually are. A number of people have said it looks just like Jiji from Kiki's Delivery Service. And this has led to the cat getting something of a fan base in Japan. A well-deserved one at that. While there's plenty of black cats in the world, but this one looks more like Jiji than most. Jinx was a rescue kitten from that, Mia Ibanez. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Found and saved. The poor kitten had been crying and was maybe 4 weeks old, according to the family. You can already see the huge eyes. Oh my god, it looks so cute. It's like, oh my god. It melts your heart. Oh. Even as Jinx grew into an adult, those eyes stayed huge. Like Gigi's exaggerated anime eyes, Jinx also has unique outward-facing feet. The vet confirmed that thankfully none of these are signs of health problems, but it's just brought more comparisons to Jiji. Oh man, it's just so cute. And like Jiji, this cat has its own set of merchandise. Merchandising! That's where the real money is made! But yes, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. Gigi's actually really good. That's the one that was voiced by Phil Hartman. Sort of like the wisecracking, smart-ass cat. I always loved that cat. I thought that was so funny. Wanted to get it on with the white cat next door. Did get on with the white cat next door at the end of the movie. As the credits are rolling, you see that they had kittens. It's like, oh yeah, this is good. But G-Kids gave this description of Kiki's Delivery Service, so let's just see how accurate it is to the actual movie. See, from the legendary Studio Ghibli, creators of Spirited Away and Ponyo. Well, technically Spirited Away came out before this one. Ponyo was after this one. So, yeah, that's already messed up. But like I said, I already told you how popular Ponyo and Spirited Away were. And this movie, those, like I said, they're my top 3 favorites, and Ponyo was really good. I was gonna, like, when that came out on DVD, I said, I'm getting this movie come hell or high water. If it drops 2 feet of snow, I'm walking to Best Buy. to pick this thing up. I'll walk in the snow. I'll die in the snow for this movie. It's worth it. And I got it the day it came out, and oh man, was it good. I was so well done. Granted, okay, Betty White voices one of the characters, but she's not one of the main characters, so I can let that go. But I still love the movie. And Academy Award winning director Hayao Miyazaki. I do that every time. Hayao Miyazaki. Comes the beloved coming-of-age story of a resourceful young witch who uses her broom to create a delivery service, only to lose her gift of flight in a moment of self-doubt. That's the thing that I never really understood, but then it kind of made sense when you rewatch the movie a couple times, because she started having self-doubt in her own confidence, and then that kind of affected her. So like her mental state, which is what helped her with her gift, kind of was in flux, and because of that, she wasn't able to control her, she wasn't able to use it anymore. And then when she realized that, you know, she needed her gift, she had to like put all self-doubt out of her mind to rescue her friend. That was it. That was the best part of that movie. She's in the middle of the street, she has the street sweeper's broom, and she gets it to finally awaken, and all of a sudden she's like, sort of like that badass anime character that just got the massive power up and is about to whoop the boss's ass, and it's like, fly. Yeah, that was just fun. But the movie basically deals with, it is a tradition for all young witches to leave their families on the night of a full moon and fly off into this wide world to learn their craft. While that night comes for Kiki, she embarks on a new journey with her sarcastic black cat Jiji, landing the next morning in a seaside village where her unique skills make her an instant sensation. Don't miss this delightfully imaginative and timeless story of a young girl finding her way in the world, featuring the voices of Kirsten Dunst, Janeline, I'm really gonna butcher this one, Janian Garofalo, and Phil Hartman and Debbie Reynolds. Phil Hartman was the cat. Kirsten Dunst was Kiki. I'm pretty sure the one was Kiki's mom, and the other one I think was Oso. So yeah, either way, good movie. I highly recommend it. If you want to watch it, if anybody would ever come up to me and say, I am new to anime, I don't want to dive headlong into a series, I just want to kind of put my feet into what anime movies are like and something that'll really like sweep me up and be magical, can you recommend? I want to point right to the Studio Ghibli library and go, Ponyo, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service. One of those three is a good starter. If you want to get your feet wet into an anime series itself, I would recommend something light, not something heavy. You don't want to start off and overindulge yourself, then get sick of it. No, you want to start off with something light and fluffy. It'll help. It'll make you hungry for more. Yeah, it's like the Chinese food. Yeah, basically, you're hungry in an hour. But yeah, I love Kiki's Delivery Service. It is actually one of my favorite movies. There's actually the first DVD I ever actually owned. But yeah, believe it or not, true story. I shit you not, true story. It is the first DVD I ever owned was Kiki's Delivery Service. The first one my mom ever owned was Bicentennial Man. The first DVD that I ever owned, I still have it, Kiki's Delivery Service. And it was a 2-disc special edition. It was the movie itself on disc 1. Disc 2 was the storyboard in the form of the movie. So basically, you see the entire movie, but you're seeing it from the storyboard aspect. So it's the whole movie on storyboard. That was really cool. And yeah, it's one of those unique movies that you can watch it one time, you'll instantly fall in love with it, and then on top of that, you can rewatch it time and time again, and you will never get bored of it. The songs in it are beautiful and just so lovingly done. It's just so wonderful. I can't stress it enough. It's that good of a movie. Highly recommend it. If you get a chance to check it out. It's well worth it. Holy shit. But yeah, this cat, I'm not going to lie, does look like Jiji. I mean, it's got... The cute thing is that it started off with, like, dark eyes, and then it went right to green eyes. Like, I know what you did last summer. I know where the food is. Bring me the food. But yeah, I did like Jiji was really one of those little cute cats that you'd have in this. It was just so, so great. It makes me want to watch the movie again. It really does. It was just that I love that movie. I really do. All right, so Doraemon is known for a huge array of gadgets, weird stuff, anything that he can pull out of his magic tummy pouch, and he can make anything. I mean, you've had the flying clouds, pogo sticks, time machine, ray guns, what was it, like a do-over thing? Oh man, there's so many things that Doraemon has made, and it's just so worth it. But fans of Doraemon would be familiar with the Anywhere door. The Dokodomi, the Doko Demo door in Japanese. A special portal that allows you particular traveling abilities. Recently, something that looks very similar to the Anywhere door has been set up in the Saruka Park in Hirakawa, Japan. And it's bringing all sorts of tourists and fans. A representation for the local government remarked, "It's great because it helps promote the city of Hirakawa, but if you take a look at it, it doesn't appear exactly the same as the Anywhere door. The original Anywhere door is pink in color, not yellow. The door in the park also has a red ribbon added, which the Japanese paper, the Manichi views as a nod to the character Doraemon. I don't see how. Doraemon has a bell on a collar, but no bow. Sure, okay, we'll go with that. While there may be differences, though, there are similarities, and it's easy for Japanese fans to recognize them. That looks so much like an object from the country's most successful pop culture franchises. This thing went basically viral overnight, and it was just so wonderful. There have been increasing numbers of visitors coming to see the attraction and many phone inquiries, apparently. So, according to the local tourist association. A man who came from a nearby city to see the door also remarked, "I heard from my colleague who said there's an Anywhere door in Saruka Park, and I came to take a picture of it because I thought it would make my child happy." Honestly, this thing does look pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's just like a simple door, but you gotta admit, that looks pretty damn cool. The COVID and social distancing, though, has caused Japan's book sales to go up in popular children's books, and within the category of children's books, Doraemon especially took off, selling millions of copies in late 2020. Head of Doraemon Room, Satoshi Matsui, commented, "In the past year, I have been surprised anew by the enormous popularity of Doraemon. It is indeed Japan's #1 manga." Like I said, it basically went viral overnight. That freaking fast. But would you like to visit the Anywhere door as a tourist? Hell yeah, I'd like to visit the Anywhere door. That looks pretty freaking cool. But I always love, because I remember when Doraemon hit the U.S., we got to see it was on Toon Disney or Disney XD, I think. It was Disney XD. And I watched the first episode and I'm like, oh my god, this is great. I loved it instantaneously. It is just so... Honestly, it's not a bad series. It's one of those that it catches you off guard. You're not expecting it to be what it is, but at the same time, you're not expecting it to be what it isn't. And I love it. It's just that great of a series. It really is. And the Anywhere door, a lot of those gadgets, they're just so impressive. It's almost like Doraemon has the Mary Poppins bag in his belly. He can just pull out whatever he needs. Here's the Anywhere door. Here's a learning helmet. Here's the do-over button. I don't know. I don't remember all the gadgets that Doraemon have. But yeah, the Anywhere door is just so freaking cool. Because now I guarantee you, because somebody made this one, watch somebody else make an actually more authentic one. And then just like that, they're going to go, inspired by the one in Saruka Park, here is another Anywhere door. So you have two Anywhere doors. But this one will be more show accurate. This one, though, that they talk about in the article here, it is yellow. And honestly, it could be, if you think about it, it could just be a prototype Anywhere door. I mean, it could be yellow to represent, hey, this is our prototype, to differentiate it from the actual one that we can get down the road. I mean... that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Anywhere door, love the Anywhere door. That's really cool, the Anywhere door. It's just, yeah. That was one of my favorite gadgets, the Anywhere door. Because I'm like, I could use that, instantly get to school, instantly get to work, instantly get here, don't ever have to drive again. Here, let's use the Anywhere door. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah. Like, instant teleportation. Yep. Whoa, wait a minute. Do I have a bonus topic of the week? And I freaking do, because it is a bonus topic of the week, because this time around, I am talking about the Death Battle episode 150, and this is what's really ironic. Now, my mom has heard me talk about Death Battle thousands of times, okay? And I finally introduced her to this one. Because it's Randy Macho Man Savage taking on the Kool-Aid Man. It's the battle of the oh yeah. I talked about this on the one podcast. I'm like, this is literally just going to be the battle of the oh yeah. And it comes up, and it's only 15 minutes long. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, not counting their bullshit of analyzing the characters again, like they do, like they gave you the clips of that, pre-fight. And then their end stuff, I'm like, this fight's less than 10 minutes long. I'm like, oh, great, here we go. It's the Sonic Mario fight all over again. And when I saw the time and I'm instantly putting 2 and 2 together, I'm like, oh, God, not again. And as cool, as epic as this was, it was a letdown. I'm just going to say it was a fucking letdown. I was expecting the Kool-Aid Man to be shattered and the Kool-Aid scattered all over the ground. No, apparently Randy Macho Man Savage drinks the Kool-Aid, but because the Kool-Aid Man is both the pitcher and the fluid inside, can control the fluid that Randy Macho Man Savage just sucked up and bursts it out of him and kills him. And that's how it is. It then brings him back to life because they got a MacGuffin this entire story plot with, what was it? Yeah, I think it was Boomstick. And, yeah, it was Boomstick. Boomstick's father, a whole little thing, like they're thinking, oh, well, his father's Randy Macho Man Savage. No, it's not that. And it's like, oh, yeah, well, there's a trailer, because Deadpool is the one that kind of told their DBX guy, it's like, oh, yeah, I know where Boomstick's father is, yeah. And, yeah, it's just, yeah. I was kind of disappointed with it. I kind of felt like it was going to be a little better than it was. I was kind of expecting it to be a little longer than it was. But then again, if you think about it, we're literally talking about, and stop me here if you've heard this one before, we're literally talking about a wrestler taking on a fictional character of a mascot. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, what do I call this? Screw you. I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie when I say this, I was kind of hurt by it. I was expecting better. I was expecting better. I was expecting there to be a little more to this fight. I was expecting there to be a little more meat on the bone. Unfortunately, it wasn't what I expected it to be. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, you know what? I actually felt so disappointed that I introduced my mom to this one. I had to show her Iron Man versus Batman. Because I'm like, this was so lackluster of a death battle. I'm so sorry this is the first one you ever had to see. Let me show you a better one. I had to introduce her to Iron Man versus Batman. We all know who was going to win that fight. We knew who was going to win that fight, didn't we? We knew it was going to be Iron Man. Iron Man was winning that fight. There was no way Iron Man was not winning that fight. None. Hands freaking down. Iron Man was winning that fight. There was no doubt about it. And I'm just like, yeah, no. But I was not, I was disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, I was heavily disappointed with that fight. With the Macho Man versus the Kool-Aid Man. I was disappointed. I was just like, I was disappointed. I thought it was going to be a little better than it was. I was expecting a little more. No, it was basically nothing but, oh, here, let's just, shove the Kool-Aid Man right in your face. And then the Kool-Aid Man gets his ass whooped by Randy Macho Man Savage. That's what I was expecting. No, it's Randy Macho Man Savage gets done in by a freaking pitcher and sugar water. That's literally what it was. It was water. It was basically sugar water. It was liquid sugar water. That's what he got done in by. And I'm like, really? He couldn't have quickly, like, peed it out and then it wouldn't have done anything? No. It's, screw you, we're done here. I'm like, son of a bitch! I was a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I was disappointed in that fight. I was disappointed. I was like half expecting something better. But yes, no, I was a bit disappointed with that one. I was kind of hoping that it would have worked out a little better than it had, but yeah, that was disappointing. Hopefully, I mean, the next one should be pretty good. It's two vampires going at it. The one's Alucard. So, we all know who's winning that fight. Come on, my money's on Alucard to win that fight. I'm sorry. My money's on Alucard to win. I don't care what you people say. My money's on Alucard. And if he doesn't win that, yeah, okay, then somebody's screwing the pooch here somewhere, because I'm not going to lie, I feel like Alucard would win that fight. I really do. But, yeah, I was disappointed by it. Like I said, I had to show my mom a better, I had to show her a better Death Battle, because I'm like, I introduced you to Death Battle, and it was lackluster. I was disappointed with that one. I mean, it wasn't disappointing like the Ben 10 Green Lantern fight, but by God, it was in the top 10. And I mean, it was in my top 10. If you ever want to ask me, what are your top 10 most disappointing death battles? That's number 10. That is literally the bottom of the line, because something else is probably going to dwarf that. But yeah, it is in my top 10. I was not a fan of it. I did not enjoy it. Yeah, it was horrible. I felt wrong watching it. It didn't thrill me, and I was expecting it to thrill me, and it failed miserably. Alrighty then, everybody, that's going to do it then this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I'm checking out. I got some stuff I got to catch up on, some things I need to look into, because, like I said, my job and I are, we're starting to hit to the crossroads here, folks, and, yeah, I got some stuff I got to look into, but, yeah, thank you all for tuning in this week. Like I said, if I do end up leaving, and I do get a lot more free time on my hands, and I can do some stuff online and make some money that way, I will do that. I do have a couple other videos that I'm planning to work on. I got to work on the special for the end of the year. Well, yeah, I got to work on the finale for the rant video finale, and I got to work on editing and processing the 12 Days of Rantmas. Yes, that's right, my holiday special this year, the 12 Days of Rantmas. Yes, there's a teaser, folks. There it is, okay? It's the 12 Days of Rantmas. I wanted to do this last year, and I couldn't, because I ended up getting screwed, and a couple other problems came up. But this year it's happening. The 12 Days of Rantmas. And oh, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, folks, until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't forget to submit your questions for the October Q&A. That's right. Submit your questions. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. I'm checking out. I'm clocking out. I'm out of my mind. Bye, everybody. I'm done. Catch you all next week. Bye-bye.